So hello everybody, welcome to the second installment of this course. I'm very happy that you made it to the second lesson. Now in this lesson right here, as we previously discussed about niche and how to niche down in your preference when it comes to content creation, okay, choosing a subcategory in which you want to excel. Now it's time to talk about a very catalytic factor for the improvement and the overall outcome of your content creation journey, which is storytelling. So in this lesson right here, we're going to discuss about the power of storytelling, and then I'm going to introduce you into a completely new term that you probably have never heard of, which is the attractive character. And the attractive character is what you need to become in order to create captivating content and create a community around what you want to show the world. Next, we're going to discuss about why you need actually to become an attractive character, the 4 elements of an attractive character, and the identities, the different identities that attractive characters have. Now, don't be stressed about the different terminologies and different terms. Everything's gonna make sense. But for now, let's start by analyzing the real power of storytelling. Now, as we know, storytelling is one of the most powerful tools for communicating a message and inspiring action. And at the end of the day, this is what we're looking to achieve when we're creating content. We need to grow a following, communicate a message with the people that follow us, and then inspire them to take a desired action. And this is the part when profitability comes into the equation. So this action could be, for example, to buy some of your merch, to buy your book, to sell them something. So again, we grow followers, we inspire them through storytelling, and storytelling is what makes them take action. Now, the keys for a great story and for you to become a great storyteller is, first of all, to make people relate with you and become relatable. We will discuss this when it comes to the attractive character, and this is one of the key features of the attractive character. Then you need to actually make people feel something. You need to make people feel some sort of emotion, and this again we're also going to discuss when it comes to attractive character. But your goal as a content creator when talking to a camera is to give the people, make them feel something. So this could be anger, this could be love, this could be just pure entertainment, but we need to drive emotion to our viewers. Finally, we need to motivate people to take action, because obviously profitability and monetizing this skill and hobby of content creation is a very big part of it, because obviously we need money to start creating content. So just making money out of it and creating this cyclic economy is very important. So we're also going to discuss about motivating people to take action, but this is heavily based on creating emotions in your viewers. Now, in order to do all of that, so in order to create a great story, to have a big following under your name and traffic all of those people to take action, you need to become an attractive character. And this is actually a concept that I've learned through this wonderful book, which is called .com Secrets from Russell Brunson, which I totally suggest you to buy and read and actually check out. It's very good. So in this book, Russell Brunson discusses about the attractive character and the importance of becoming an attractive character. Now you might be like, okay man, I've heard this term like 1 million times. What is an attractive character? So let's go and analyze what an attractive character is. Now, remember that in entrepreneurship and marketing, and this is what content creation really is, it is a business. You are an entrepreneur when you're creating content. An attractive character is a persona created in order to build a following, influence customers, and drive action. And isn't this exactly what we're trying to do here? We're trying to build a following, influence those people through emotion, and make them take action, monetize our skill of content creation. And why do we need to become an attractive character? Well, think of this logo right here, right? It looks great, right? It looks like a professional logo. It was created by a professional. The thing is that, would you immediately buy something for this brand just by looking at their logo? The answer is probably not. And it is not because people build relationships with people. We don't build relationships with images or logos, and we don't build relationship with businesses. We need a person in which we can relate to, which makes us motivated and which will motivate us to buy from this company. So this is exactly why you need to become an attractive character in any niche that you choose to subcategorize. Now, if you want to build relationships with your customers and influence them in meaningful ways, you need to create again an attractive character. This will help you tell compelling stories, illustrate your values, and drive people to take action. Those right here we're going to analyze are the 4 elements of an attractive character, and those are the 4 elements that I want you to adopt, considering the fact that in our content creation business and following this course, I want you to become the attractive character of your content creation universe. So keep in mind, those are 4 elements that you need to adopt if you really want to become an attractive character. The first one is backstory. Every attractive character needs to have some type of backstory. And for the sake of this video and for the sake of you understanding what an attractive character is and me explaining it better to you, we're going to take a assumption that you create content around, let's say, a gym transformation. So you gained muscles, you were fat and you gained muscles after going to the gym. This is your niche. Your niche is gym, and you want to become an attractive character. All of the attractive characters have a backstory, and your backstory would be, for example, that you were fat, you want to lose weight, you want to be more disciplined in your life, so then you were introduced to the gym, you went to the gym, gained muscle, and this is your backstory. So where did you come from? Again, you were fat. How did you get where you are? Through the gym. This is the transformative process that transformed and helped create your attractive character. And what obstacles did you face when you overcame, and how did you overcome them? So, you weren't disciplined, you were fat, you felt exhausted, you didn't eat well. So all of those are obstacles that form the character of your attractive character. So all attractive characters have backstories, remember that. Next, attractive characters speak in parables. So pretty much what we're doing in content creation is that we are redistributing information, right? We take information that we know through our personal experience and we redistribute this information with a filter of our own consciousness. So you don't just want to tell people what to do, really, because information is out there and people can find that information. You want to add your own compelling stories and anecdotes to make this information personalized and filtered through your attractive character. So again, a parable is a story about something that happened in your attractive character's life, and because you managed to go through it, you can actually educate your people how to go through it also. Next, the attractive character shares their flaws. This is very important and a very common mistake of young content creators. Amateur content creators tend to feel and tend to give out an image that they are perfect. And we do this because we're very inspired by television and TV shows and major media companies which want to give this professional vibe out there. But you need to remember that we're creating content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. These are not professional applications, so you don't need to be perfect. People can't relate with perfection. People need to see flaws in your attractive character. So don't be afraid to actually tell people that you're not perfect, show them your flaws. This will make them relate with you, and when someone relates with somebody else, they see a piece of their personality in that attractive character, and it is more easy for you then to make them feel something and make them take action. So it is very important for your attractive character to not have flaws, but share the flaws and be honest about them. So please have flaws, share the flaws, be honest about them, show your human side to your followers. Finally, the 4th element of an attractive character is that attractive characters harness the power of polarity. Now, this is a pretty controversial statement, and in general, you need to know that attractive characters are controversial. Attractive characters are not afraid to polarize people into 2 different categories, into different directions, because when you polarize something, when you're controversial, and when you have a strong opinion, people tend to either love you or hate you. And guess what love and hate is? They're emotions created by you. And as we said, we want people to feel emotion when they're watching our content. We want to drive emotion to people. This is why being controversial is one of the easiest ways to create emotion to people. Think of the most revolutionary content creators that you know. They are all a bit controversial, and they are perfect and professional at creating emotions to the viewers. So please stand for what you believe in, have opinions, and don't be afraid to polarize people that disagree with your opinions if you want to be an attractive character. Now, let's talk about the different identities of an attractive character. We talked about the elements that make an attractive character. Now let's move to the different identities of those attractive characters. The first identity that you could adopt, because as we said, you're going to be the attractive character of your universe, of your niche, is the identity of a leader. And leaders, remember, are attractive characters who lead their audience confidently and unapologetically from point A to point B. Now, bringing back the example that we have with the gym rat, if you're a leader, you have been through this transformative period from point A, which was when you were fat, to point B when you have built up muscle in the gym. So you have completed your transformation, and now you're ready to share your thoughts with the rest of the world through content. So you know how to inspire followers, and you know how to tell compelling stories and influence followers to take action. Remember that leaders have already achieved the result that the audience wants to achieve. And let me tell you right off the bat that being a leader, attractive character, is one of the easiest ways to become very, very influential. But of course, it is also one of the hardest, because not that many people have created and have completed that journey. It is very hard to be a leader, attractive character, but it pays off massively. The most common identity of an attractive character is actually the second one, the adventurer or the crusader. This is very doable, and anyone can be an adventurer or a crusader. This is my attractive character, for example. The adventurer or a crusader, he's much more slappy than the leader. We don't have all the answers, and we don't pretend to have all the answers when we're the adventurer or the crusader. We just document our journey as we become better and better and better at what we do. This persona gives, remember, to the audience a lot of attention and provides new valuable information and insights as he comes by it. So being an adventurer or a crusader at your niche is pretty much you taking the camera with you, just having your moments captured on video and shared with a wider audience. And this, in my opinion, is the easiest identity of an attractive character to become. And I would 100% suggest you, if you don't have completed your journey as an attractive character and becoming a leader, the second most common is to become an adventurer. So I would highly recommend for you to adopt the identity of an adventurer, attractive character. Now then we have the reporter or evangelist, and this is pretty much an attractive character that sets out to find answers that they don't really have. So they gather. Reporters or evangelists are people that take interviews, write books, or maybe document their research via newsletters. They just speak to many people and collect information for all of those people to distribute to their audience. This would be, for example, let's say Spotify podcasts bloggers or people that have podcasts. You just collect information for various people around your niche and just distribute them to all of your audience. So just to summarize, because I know that this could be a lot, let's just summarize the different elements and identity of an attractive character, because I need you to understand that the importance of becoming an attractive character and actually, inheriting all of those different aspects and elements that we discussed in this lesson right here. I'm not going to stand in this course much more into storytelling and niche. We're just going to dive into content creation, but I need you to remember that you need to become an attractive character when it comes to delivering an amazing and emotional story to your viewers. So the different 4 elements of an attractive character, as we said, is that you need to have a backstory and a history of how you decided to create content. You need to speak in parables and don't be afraid to show any character flaws. You need to have character flaws to become relatable so people can actually take action in your content. And finally, another element of attractive character is the fact that you're not afraid to polarize your audience, because you know that polarity makes people love you and hate you, and love and hate are 2 emotions which can be harnessed to make money out of content creation. In addition to that, we talked about the identity of the attractive character. The identity is a leader, a man that has completed his journey and now reflects through the process of his journey to his viewers. Again, if you can become the leader, this is the best attractive character identity when it comes to monetization and skills, but it's the hardest to achieve. Then we have the adventurer or crusader, which is the easiest actually to do. You just record your process through the camera and share it with an audience. And then we have the reporter or evangelist, which is pretty much having a podcast and just get many people to give information to you in which you share in long form content with your audience. The reluctant here we're going to discuss later in this course, as well as the different storylines we're also going to discuss later in this course. But to give you a broad example, I want you to think of storylines as different videos that you can create with your camera. So we have videos of loss and redemption, how you were lost, how you were in a period of your life in which you were lost, or how you had a problem in the niche and how you were redeemed. us versus them, in which you polarize two categories of people and compare them to make your fans become even harder fans. Then before and after, you saw a transformation again. For example, you were fat in the gym and then you gained muscle, an amazing discovery that you had in the niche which potentially no one else had, and the rest are not that important storylines. Now, coming up in the next lessons, we're going to talk about, in the next lesson actually, we're going to talk about how to narrow down your niche to perfection. So I gave you in the first lesson the comparison between my videography channel and my cardiac surgery channel, and how the cardiac surgery channel is actually way more successful than the videography channel due to the fact that it was narrowed down, in my opinion, to perfection. So we're gonna have a small note in the next lesson to how to narrow down your niche even more, and how to niche down to this perfect sweet spot where there's no competition but you have the best results. So this is what we are discussing in the next lesson. Thank you very much. See you then.